At 75, Billy Gibbons finally broke his silence about the truth behind ZZ Top, and what he revealed left fans heartbroken. For more than 50 years, Billy Gibbons was the unmistakable face, sound, and soul of ZZ Top. The bearded Texas bluesman whose raspy vocals, slick guitar licks, and effortless cool defined one of the most iconic bands in rock history. Alongside bassist Dusty Hill and drummer Frank Beard, Gibbons built a legacy that spanned generations, proving that raw talent, grit, and a love of the blues could conquer the world. Their music wasn't flashy. It was honest, rooted in the spirit of the South, and carried by the heartbeat of three men who lived for the sound. But behind the dark sunglasses and trademark humor, there was a lifetime of sacrifice, struggle, and pain that few ever saw. Billy has finally admitted that the price of rock and roll glory came with a heavy emotional cost, and the tragedy that struck the band in 2021 nearly ended it all for good. In the late 1960s, a young Billy Gibbons was obsessed with the blues. He idolized B.B. King, Muddy Waters, and Jimmy Reed, and by the time he formed ZZ Top with Dusty Hill and Frank Beard in 1969, he already knew that music was the only path he wanted to follow. The trio started small, playing tiny clubs, bar rooms, and Texas honky-tonks where they earned little money but plenty of stories. Their chemistry was instant. Three musicians with completely different personalities, somehow creating one seamless sound. As the years rolled on, their style evolved, blending blues, country, and rock with humor and heart. Songs like La Grange, Sharp-Dressed Man, and Gimme All Your Lovin' became timeless anthems, and the band's image, the long beards, the sunglasses, the hot rods, and the swagger became legendary. They sold millions of albums, sold out stadiums around the world, and became one of the few acts to stay together with the same lineup for over 5 decades. But that unity would eventually be tested by tragedy. In July 2021, Billy's lifelong friend and bandmate Dusty Hill passed away in his sleep at the age of 72. It was a moment that shattered the heart of ZZ Top and left Billy questioning everything. "It felt like I lost a part of myself," he confessed. Dusty wasn't just the bass player, he was my brother. The two men had shared over 50 years of life on the road together, countless shows, endless laughter, and the unspoken understanding that only true brothers in arms can share. Before Dusty's death, he left Billy with one final request, that the band should continue playing no matter what. "The show must go on," he told him. Those words became a promise Billy could not break, even though stepping on stage without Dusty was the hardest thing he ever had to do. In the months after his passing, Billy admitted he came close to quitting music altogether. He felt the weight of years on his shoulders, and the stage suddenly felt emptier than ever. But when he picked up his guitar again, he said something remarkable happened. He felt Dusty there with him. "Every note I play, I can hear his laugh," he said softly. He never really left. Today, Billy continues to honor that promise, performing with drummer Frank Beard and Dusty's former tech, Elwood Francis, on bass. He says the band's purpose has changed. It's no longer about fame or money, but about keeping a legacy alive. "The music is how I talk to Dusty," he explained. "It's how I keep his spirit close." As Billy reflects on his journey at 75, he admits that ZZ Top was never about being rock stars. It was about brotherhood, honesty, and the power of the blues. He knows that no matter how many years pass, Dusty's presence will always linger beside him, in every riff, every note, and every cheering crowd. The tragedy of losing a brother can't be erased, but Billy Gibbons carries on the only way he knows how, by playing. Because for him, and for the millions who still turn up the volume when they hear that opening guitar growl, ZZ Top's story isn't over. It just sounds a little different now.